The Ukrainian military managed to liberate 20% of Severodonetsk. Every day the enemy suffers heavy losses, both in manpower and armored vehicles.
Moreover, if before the situation was difficult and about 70% of the city was captured, now the enemy is pushed 20% back. I see the reinforcements that are coming to our military. No, it is not realistic, just unrealistic. The enemy will not capture more. Serhiy Haidai, head of the Luhansk Regional Military Administration.
The Ukrainian armed forces will be able to push back the artillery of the Russians as soon as Western long-range artillery is brought to the front line. Also, a foreign legion of volunteers from various countries who have joined the ranks of the Ukrainian army has entered the city.
When I came here, I saw how many people from all over the world come together and help a country that needs support. I am here to step up, and I hope it will attract more people and they will do the same.
The Russian occupiers also failed to capture two villages in the Luhansk region, Metelkine and Bilogorivka. An enemy ammunition depot was destroyed. Despite heavy losses, the enemy is again preparing to force the Severodonetsk river. Eyewitnesses filmed a new batch of pontoons moving towards Severodonetsk. One of the key plans of the Russian occupiers for the Donetsk region is to seize Sloviansk and Kramatorsk.
Heavy fighting continues in the Liman direction. The enemy is trying to seize the Svetohirsk territorial community for further implement their plans for the territory of the Donetsk region. Sloviansk and Kramatorsk are one of their key plans for the Donetsk region.
The occupation authorities have stepped up their forced mobilization in the temporary uncontrolled territories of the Donetsk region. The General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine has related such actions to the enemy's failures at the front.
Threatening criminal liability, the command of the occupation troops is trying to replenish the losses of units that they suffered in combat actions against defenders of Ukraine, from the report of the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine.
The situation at the front is improving. Vitaly Kim, head of the Mykolaiv Regional Military Administration, visited the position of soldiers of one of the brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine at the Zero front line. He reported on the enthusiasm with which the soldiers defend their land.
The guys are tired, but their eyes are burning. They roast orcs so decently. After such trips we want to work even more, and the enthusiasm only increases. At the classic set, everything is going according to plan.
The Ukrainian government says that it's too early to talk about a specific time frame for the end of the war. Everything depends on the speed of supply of weapons and its quantity. Ukrainian military will be able to launch a large-scale counteroffensive more quickly with the help of heavy weapons.
The war could be over in a month, or it could be over before winter. War is not just about math on the battlefield. How many shots we have, how many shots the Russian Federation has. Today in the East, unfortunately, we have a certain concentration of Russian resources, equipment and manpower, and we have very intense fighting. Tomorrow we will have more resources which our partners will help us with, and then the math will be different. Mikhailo Podolyak, advisor to the head of the Office of the President of Ukraine.
The Russian occupiers fired at least 10 missiles into the territory of Kyiv, Lviv and Mykolaiv regions over the past day. They were destroyed by Ukrainian anti-air defense troops. While the air raid alarm was sounding in the city, unknown persons were launching fireworks. Police officers immediately detained the violators. As a result of constant shelling, 331 settlements in the Donetsk region alone are left without electricity. This is approximately 400,000 houses. The enemy is deliberately targeting civilians. Almost 2 months after the deoccupation, the bodies of killed civilians continue to be found in the Kyiv region. More than 300 investigate teams are now working in the region. They are documenting crimes committed by the Russian army.
As of today, we already have 1,314 murdered bodies. These are civilians who were not related to military formations. Most of them, according to expert conclusions, were killed in cold blood by soldiers of the Russian army with small arms. Andriy Nebytov, head of the National Police of the Kyiv region.
The infrastructure destroyed by Russia continues to be restored in the deoccupied areas. Most of the facilities will be completed by autumn. Restoration of damaged residential buildings has also begun. Since the start of the full-scale invasion, Russia has inflicted colossal damage on our country. New words have appeared in the vocabulary of Ukrainians: filtration, deportation, execution, carpet bombing, and missile strike. However, only three are still the most important and decisive.
There are three words we have been fighting for 100 days, already after 8 years. Peace, victory, Ukraine. Glory to Ukraine.
Reported by Pavel Stelmach, Alexander Belov, UATV News.